Hey guys, welcome to Fitness with Soyre. I'm Soyre at Patch 21 in Spencer, Virginia. And today we're going over a push-up workout. Push-ups work your upper body, your biceps, your triceps, and your pectorals. Throughout all of this, just make sure you're doing your best. If you want to make it easier, you can incline, or so you can add incline, or you can use your knees. If you want to make this hard, you can add decline, or even add some weights. You can put weight on a weighted vest, or if you have the actual weight, you can have a friend put it on your back and make sure it doesn't fall off or you're not hurting yourself during it. So before we get started, make sure we're going to warm up. If you want to jog in place a bit, you can. I'm going straight to the stretches. So we're going to start with one arm over another. One arm is going to be pushing against the one that's straight up, and the one that's straight up is going to pull towards your body, and they're just going to be fighting each other. You should feel both arms stretch and tighten a little bit. You're stretching those muscles. That's good. If it's hurting too much, cut it back a few notches, because if you hurt yourself, that's bad. You can hurt yourself while you're stretching just by pulling a muscle from overstretching it. So hold these for about 10, 15, 20 seconds. And then you're going to switch sides. Make sure you're holding them for the same amount of time on each side. So if you did 10 on one side, do 10 on the other. If you do 15 on one, do 15 on another. And like I said, throughout all of this, make sure you're doing your best. It's alright if you're doing too little in your opinion. You can step it up, but if it feels like you're hurting yourself, take it back a few notches. You don't want to get hurt just from stretching or during your workout. Next, we're going to do toe touches. So you're going to go touch one toe, or go however far you can. If you can't touch your toe, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, you can go halfway up your shin. If you touch the floor, go for it. It's better to do too little and too much, though, because once again, you can hurt yourself from doing too much. Once you do the right side, do the left side. Hold it for the same amount of time. And while you're stretching the muscle, the point of stretching the muscle is to warm it up, get it prepared for the workout. Another one you can do is arms over your head, and then you're pulling to one side. So I like to grab my fingers with one hand, and then you're putting it behind your head, and you go lean towards one side with them. So hold these for about 10, 15, 20 seconds, just like the other ones. You go switch sides. So once again, the point of stretching, so you're not pulling something while you're doing the workout itself. It also warms up your muscles, prepares them for what's going to happen. Another one you can do is flamingos. That's where you just go find your balance. You go hold your foot behind you like this. I personally like to stare off, find my focus point. It keeps my balance. If you don't want to do that, I've met people that put their hand behind their ear. That helps keeps their balance. Just do whatever feels best for you. And then whatever foot you're holding, you should be trying to touch the ground, and your hand is your hand is holding it towards your body. So you're gonna switch sides. Same concept, just different sides now. So my left foot's trying to touch the ground. My left hand, my left arm is pulling it closer to my body. Once again, if you need help, you can put your hand behind your ear. That was a few static stretches. If you want to do more dynamic stretches, that's where you're moving a bit more. Statics where you're more stationary. Dynamics, just your dynamic is you're just moving a little bit more, like I said. You can start with donkey kicks. So you go to a point. I'm going to start here. You're going to swing your leg out and back. And you're going to touch the floor when your leg goes back. You're going to walk some. And you're going to switch sides, same concept. So you're going to start at a destination, point A, work your way to point B, and then when you hit point B, you can work back, do the same stretch, or you can do a different stretch. I don't have a big enough area in my, if you're working on a mat, you can just walk back and forth. But if you don't, if you want to work from one side of the room to the other, that works too. Another one you can do is soldier kicks though. That's just where you're going to, you can start with your right or left. I'm going to start with my right. Right leg is going out, left hand's touching right foot. Go however high you can go. Just don't wipe yourself out. You can throw your weight up in the air too much, and you can fall on the floor. I've done that before. Then you're going to switch sides. But make sure you're walking in between. So I just did my right side. I'm walking some. I did my left side. You want to do a few more steps in between, that's fine. If you want to do one or two, that's also fine. Another one you can do is grass sweepers. That's just where you're going to Get wherever you want to start at. Once again, 1 foot straight up a little bit, like toes pointing in the air. You're going down. You're sweeping the floor. So if you can touch your fingertips, if you can hear that noise, that's awesome. If you can't, that's fine. Just do your best. And then you're going to switch sides. Well, turn around because I ran out of room. And then you're going to do it one more time. So that was a few dynamic stretches. If you want to do more, go ahead and do those. I've shown you some in the past. Parker has, Kale has. If you know some of your own, you can do those too. Next, we're going to do some regular push-ups. So just these work your upper body, your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. So a regular push-up is just you're getting your hands straight, perpendicular. Nope, that's parallel. Parallel with your hands. No, shoulders are parallel with your hands. There we go. You're going to try to keep your back straight. You're going down. You're coming back up. If doing that itself is too hard for you, you can always add some incline. So your torso will be more up, like on a couch, for example, and your legs will be on the floor still. Or you can use your knees. So this will be what it's like if you're using your knees. Just have your knees together. And like that. Or, once again, if you just want to do regular, you can do hands are adjacent with your shoulders. Try to keep your back as straight as possible. You don't want to bend. Just imagine your back's a board, just straight as possible. If you want to make it harder though, you can add decline. Your feet will be on the couch or chair, for example, and then your torso will be towards the floor. And then you can also add some weight, like I said earlier. You can have a friend put a weight on your back, or you can wear a weighted vest. Just make sure if you have the weight on your back, it's not going to fall off and injure yourself. I'm just going to do the regular. So, like I said, adjust to your level of your physical condition. So I'm going to do about 5 push-ups real quick. Make sure you're breathing while you're doing that, and breathe after. If you want to do time intervals, so 10, 15, 20 seconds, see how many you can get in that time. If you just want to do 5, 10, 15 push-ups, that also works. But take a breathing break, breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Next, we're going to do pike push-ups. These work on your upper body and focuses mainly on shoulders. So what you need to do is get in downward dog position. The more steeper you are, the more it's going to work. So like I said, if you're still fairly new to this, you don't want to be very steep. If you are more experienced, more seasoned, so to say, you can go however steep as you feel. And then you're just going to down and then up. That was 5, but I'm going to do 5 more real quick. Like I said, these work mainly your shoulders, but all push-ups works your triceps, your biceps, and your pectorals. So we're going to do 5 more. Remember to breathe while you're doing it. And like I said, the steepness affects the difficulty of this. Take a breathing break, breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, and then breathe out. Next, we're going to do a staggered push-up. These work on core and balance. It also works your upper body, just like all the push-ups has. So a staggered push-up is just like a regular push-up, but one hand is going to be more in front than the other. And the one, so for me, my right hand is going to be more up. My left hand is going to be more down than their normal position. And then you're going to switch after so many. So my right hand is more up than my shoulder. My left hand is more down. And you're just going to go like a, just up and down. Make sure your back's straight. That was 5 on the right side though. So if you do 5 on the right, you want to do 5 on the left. If you do 10, you want to do 10 on the other side. Just make sure you're doing an even amount. So now my left is more up than normal. My right is more more back than normal. Once again, remember to breathe while you're doing this. So breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, and then breathe out. One more time, breathe in, and then breathe out. Throughout all of this, just do your best like I was saying earlier. And remember, hydrate in between if you feel the need to, or you can hydrate after each set. The next we're going to do is Spider-Man push-up. These work on upper body and focuses on balance and flexibility. So Spider-Man push-up is a regular push-up. So get in the, like this. But when you go, hold on. No. When you go down, you bring your leg up and then put it back. So you're trying to touch your knee to your elbow. If you can't do that, it's fine. I personally can't myself. Just try to do your best, like I was saying earlier. Just switch sides. If you realize I got shaky, that's because I'm working the muscles. My muscles aren't used to this, at least push-ups. But take a breathing break, breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, and then breathe out. One more time, breathe in, and then breathe out. Whatever muscle you're working is going to get tired eventually. That's why I'm getting kind of shaky. So if you want to keep working out though, that was your first set done. If you want to do more sets, you start with a regular push-up, work your way a pike push-up, then stagger, then Spider-Man push-up. But let's say you're all said and done. You want to cool down, so you start, I always like to start with butterfly stretches. Excuse me. But when you're cooling down, you just want to, like I said, do some light stretching. Butterflies, for example, you just put your feet together, bring them into your body. Elbows are touching, matching knees, pushing those to the ground. And the point of cool down is so your muscles aren't tight, aren't stiff no more. And you're trying to get your breathing back to normal, and your heart rate back to normal. Just try and get your body back to its resting state. Once you do those, you can do beauty queens. One leg over another, bent on top. And you're going to be pushing. So my left leg is straight out. Right leg is bent over top. Left arm is pushing against right leg. And so this is should stretch your arm and even your outer thigh. If you want to do more stretches though, or some of your own, those work. You can even do the stretches we warmed up with if you want. But you're going to switch sides, same concept. And so just like warming up, if you do 10 seconds on one side, try to do 10 seconds on the other. 15, 20, whatever works for you. If you want to hold them for a whole 30 seconds, that also works. Just remember, you're trying to cool off, you're not trying to warm up. So warm-ups will be a little bit more. Cooling off is just like you're trying to get back to your resting state, so to say. And then another one you can do is on ground toe touches. You're just making a V with your legs. You can go try to touch your toes. And like if you can grab your toe, go for it. If you can only go halfway up your shin, that works. Just do whatever works for you. And then once you're done with this, you go to switch sides, of course. This is the last stretch I'm showing you. If you want to do some more, go ahead and throw those in your routine, whatever works for you. Then it's a dreary day outside. Hold on. It's a dreary day outside. So it's a great day to actually do some workouts at your house. If you want to do these workouts, you can. If you want to do some other workouts we've shown you in the past, that also works. I'm Soyre. Thank you for joining me today at Patch 21 in Spencer, West Virginia. I hope to see you guys next time.